She walked away with STD and I walked away with no dignity. If you want to imagine your best friend to be on the phone with your nigga, it kind of burns when I pee. When he see me, he just starts smirking. Hey girl, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is, ooh, why my hair look like that? Hold on. Hey girl, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kai Kalam. For all you guys who don't know, for y'all who do, that means y'all been what? Y'all been who? Y'all been fucking with me. So as you can see from the title, I'm doing a story time. And when I say y'all been blowing down my door for this story time, I've been very iffy about telling this story because I didn't want to start no drama, no tea, no shade. Disclaimer, y'all don't know who this is. Don't try to guess, I ain't gonna tell y'all. Don't send it to whoever you think it is. Let's just keep it peak. Yes, my best friend was getting humpy with my nigga. My best friend was getting humpy with my nigga, wow. I don't know, I'm a little nervous. I feel like y'all gonna look at me different. Hey y'all, so this story basically starts in high school. It was late in high school, and I think it was around COVID because I was always at my best friend's house. We gonna call her Diamond, and we're gonna call the nigga in the story Michael because he was actually in my how I got caught up with 4 niggas. And honestly, I feel like this is why he did what he did to me, because I did what I did to him and was
really having my way with his friend group.
It was his friend group having their way with me. Honestly, I really feel like this was get back. And in that story time, I called him Michael, so we're gonna use the same name in this one. Honestly, I feel like he was like,
oh yeah, bitch, you thought you was gonna outdo the doer? Let me show you something.
He definitely showed me something. She walked away with STD and I walked away with no dignity. I was always over her house. We was locked in. Our relationship was rock solid. That was my girl. It was nothing she could really do wrong in my eyes because we was just, and with the nigga, I'll give y'all a little backstory, but if y'all want the whole ring around, go watch the actual video. I started talking to him early high school year, and we was always falling asleep on the phone, flirting in school. Like, it was just, that was my nigga. He wasn't my nigga, like we wasn't stamped, but you know, when you young and you just like, oh, this my man, like. Now, I was talking to a couple other niggas when I was talking to him, but he was like favorite. He was top #1 on the roster. When I say she fucked my nigga, I meant like she fucked my little whoop-de-whoop. Girl, you know that belonged to me. Okay. Oh. She had fun warming up my leftovers. God damn, you can't have shit in it. This story basically starts like a couple months prior. I would say like 3, because that's when I met Michael. I met him in ISS because we had got in trouble and we started talking from then. And mind you, Michael had a girlfriend. How he made it seem is like they was always off and on. The whole school knew that him and his girlfriend was always off and on. Now his girlfriend is an important piece in this story, so we're gonna call her Dizzy, because that bitch was dizzy as hell. At the time when me and Michael met, he was making it seem like him and Dizzy was like done, like F her, I'm not going with her, like, you know what I'm saying? He was really pumping my head, and then I was young as hell, so I was like, oh, okay, for real? It's just me? I was eating that shit up, and he looked good to me at the time. Like a month later, everything was going good until he caught me, I got caught up with all his friends. He put me on the spot, and then me and Michael kind of like went dead. While all that was happening, I was kind of just telling Diamond like how the whole situation happened, how I got caught up, like how they put me on the spot. My best friend Diamond, she didn't really like know Michael like that. Even though we all went to the same school, she never really talked to him or nothing like that. She only knew him through my stories. So now let's get to when shit started popping off. Fast forward, it's into COVID time. So I'm always at her house. Shit is regular. Like, I'm always packing my stuff for a little minute and staying at her house. So I feel like this had to be like sometime during the weekday. I really feel like it was a Tuesday. So I was on the phone with her. I'm like, oh girl, what should I bring? We just chopping it up on the phone. I'm like, all right, I'm about to be on my way. I close my little suitcase and I get to go into her house. I'm in an Uber. So I get there, door unlocked. I always walk in. It's never no problem. So I'm walking up the stairs. It ain't nobody to greet me or nothing because I'm basically family, bitch. So as I'm walking up the stairs, I hear her on the phone, but that's nothing to me because she always got a nigga on the phone. She's like, oh, okay, she doing her thug thizzle. That's nothing. I just like put my stuff away quietly while she having her little conversation till she ready to say something to me. I'm putting my stuff in the corner, making it all nice and neat, getting myself comfortable. As I'm listening to her have her conversation, the voice or who she's talking to, it just keep getting more familiar. So I'm just
bombastic side eye.
So this me. This me. Hold on, I'm showing you. I'm trying to act like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not paying on mine, but I'm low-key like, who the F is she on the phone with? Because the voice just sound like a dreadhead that I used to talk to. And she see me low-key kind of looking at her, but she will not look at me. So I'm like, what's tea? What's going on? Maybe 2 more minutes go past, and I'm like, that's Michael. You want to imagine your best friend to be on the phone with your nigga and just be playing it so cool. Now, I hadn't talked to him in like a month or 2 months, but still, you should have ran it by me like, oh, would you care? She playing it so nonchalant, so I just feel like if I say something, I'm doing too much because of how nonchalant she's being about the whole thing. Maybe she think like I wasn't really fucking with him for real because I was fucking with other niggas at the time, so maybe she don't think it's that deep. After she hang up the phone, I looked at her, I said, who was that? She was like, oh girl, that's Michael. Bitch, his tongue was in my mouth. I know who that is. We know who that is. So she just playing it cool. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, she look over to me like,
oh, he got a friend for you. Y'all wanna see him do it too yet?
no, I'm straight. And she like, oh, something's wrong. What's wrong? Are you okay? Like, it's just like she was so crazy because I swear to God, y'all, I dead told this girl that I used to mess with him. So she was just like, oh, what's wrong? Girl, you boo loving on the phone with my nigga. The night go on, the vibe is kind of weird, duh. But in the morning, we wake up like, ain't shit happened. So weeks is going by, we cool. She kind of telling me little shit about Michael. I ain't going over her house as much, and she invited me over for like this little cookout her people was having. Now she invited me and another friend that she had. So she was like,
oh, just come, everybody gonna be there, everybody asking for you to come, just come, you said we got good food.
hey, bitch, I had never been a bitch to turn down some good food, so I'm like, okay, I'll come. Around like 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., it's time for me to go to the cookout, so I start heading over to her house in the same Uber. Everybody cool, I'm saying hi to all the nieces, the nephews, running around playing with water guns, like everything is fun. I'm playing cards with her brother, her cousin, and all of them. Now she started moving around weird. She playing cards with us, and she like, oh, I'm about to go do something. We like, oh, what you gonna do? You about to move, huh? You about to move. She like, oh, I'm about to just go do something real fast. So being real like mysterious, like, bitch, what you about to go do? Tell us. Tell us, because we don't want you to leave the table, so tell us what you're gonna do. You'll do it later. We looking like, okay. So she get the going. After, I don't know who won the game, but we was just all sitting there. Me and her other friends started thinking like, where's she at? Where's she at? We find her in the kitchen. She making a plate. Now, she already ate, so girl, who this plate for? So we like, oh, you hungry as hell. Who this plate for? Who this, you about to put it away? She like, oh, man, stop, shit. So we like, put the plate for her. I really like who to play for more than anybody because it's already clicking in my head. But you already had 2 plates. I already seen you put down the other one. So who this plate for? She making a big ass plate, like 3 wings, a hot dog, a burger, mac and cheese, yams. Like, this is a grown man plate. She never answered us to tell us who to plate for. We see her get on the phone. So she like, oh, you want collard greens? Oh, you want collard greens? What you want? You want fries? Cheese on your eggs? We looking like, now I keep saying we, but I really feel like it was just me because the girl her other friend had no reason to care as much as I did. So honestly, I keep saying we to make it a team kind of thing, but I feel like it might have just been me. It's not even the fact that I feel like you make him a plate. I feel like you're being mad secretive, and that's how I know you're doing something wrong. Because if you did not remember that I fucked with him or did not remember that we used to mess with each other, you wouldn't be this secretive about everything that you're doing. So she making a plate. What else you want? What else you want? You want this? You want to put some seasoning on? So her friend was like, ah, that's for a nigga. That's for a nigga. Then she started talking real quiet, bitch. You don't even talk like that. She like, oh yeah, Michael coming to get it. So then I said, why you ain't just say that? She just looking at me, dumb as hell. Like, this is where I started realizing that she knew what she was doing, because before I was kind of conflicted, like, does she remember that I used to mess with him? Does she not? But from this situation, oh girl, you know. But at the same time, I don't have the complete ick with her because it's still my girl. We still locked in. It's so much more good than bad in the relationship that I just don't want to like let the relationship die. She made the plate. He must have pulled up. Now her family in the kitchen. Who are you making this big ass plate for? Big who about to eat that? So now I'm being funny because I'm already kind of blown. I'm like, a little boy. She got a little boy pulling up to the house. Now I want to make it impossible for this nigga to get this plate. Bitch, I want this shit to be mission impossible. She ended up being able to kind of like dip off and go give him the plate. And at this point, me and her friend was just chilling, like just talking about how like why she was being a little weird about it, why she was kind of being sneaky about it. I think I slept over that night. Like I said, the vibes just kept getting like more off. Time go on and her birthday get to approaching. Me being a good friend that I am, I'm helping her, you know what I'm saying, take on her birthday, making sure everything's straight, everything good. We decided that she was gonna do a birthday dinner with her family and then have like a little hotel kind of vibe with like all her friends. The dinner was gonna go first and then the hotel was gonna go second. I stayed over her house that week of her birthday. Throughout that whole week, I feel like she was kind of starting to rub it in my face more than she was talking to him. She'd be like, oh,
he about to get me this, and he about to get me that, he about to send me money for this.
At this point, she knows I'm not gonna say nothing about it because it's been so long and I kind of missed my window to bring it to attention because it's like, bitch, you should have been bottled up. Now, bitch is just having a field day with my feelings. But I still don't want to seem like a hater. So I'm still like, oh, that's nice. You know, still trying to hype it up. Editing Kaya here. I'm very aware of how dumb I sound. I'm trying to spare that whole feelings. And she's walking all over mine. I'm delusional as hell this entire video. Bear with me. Don't chew me up too bad in the comments. So I remember this day like it was nothing. It was the day of her birthday dinner. We getting dressed. We get cute, but we have to go to the mall because I feel like she had to go finish her outfit. I think maybe get some shoes or something like that. It was early in the morning. Now I look crazy as shit. How my hair was set up, it wasn't done. Her hair was done. Like she looked like bummy cute. I look like, bitch, is that Kaya? She begging me to go with her. I'm like, I'll just stay here and you'll just go in and out because it's not like you gotta go get a lot. As soon as I agree, like 2 minutes later, she like, oh, Michael and his friend gonna come. Bitch, you see how I look. His friend that came with him is one of the niggas that I got caught up with. In my story on how I got caught up with more niggas. We get to the mall. Bitch, I'm ducking and dodging. I got a mask on, some shades, the bonnet. She like, oh, they about to come to the store. So, bitch, I get to hide in the dressing room. Ain't nobody but my mama see me look like this. I hear him outside of the dressing room talking, they talking. Me and him have never even like said anything since I talked to him. Now, he knew we was best friends, so they chopping it up. And I think he ended up buying the dress that she was gonna wear. I heard his friend that he came with say like,
oh, where's Kaya?
Where am I? Hiding. We get to the car. So we back to the house now. We trying on the clothes, it's getting time to go. This when the story started getting spicy. So we getting dressed, we getting ready. We got the tunes on playing. He wasn't coming to the birthday dinner because it was just for like her family and stuff. We make it to the birthday dinner, we eating dinner. She get a call from like an unknown number. She pick it up, but nobody talking. It's somebody. She put it on speaker so I can hear it. The call hang up. The call back again, no caller ID right at the top. They start going off. Bitches, you fucking with my nigga. You fucking with my nigga. I know you fucking with Michael. I know you messing with Michael. I know. Cause when he came to see you, he came to see me right after. We at the dinner table, mind you, her whole family is sitting around the table and they can't hear it because she got it to her ear. And what did I call her, Dizzy? Dizzy is yelling so loud that I can low-key hear her. I see my best friend, Diamond, her heart going a mile a minute, and I could tell because she won't even touch the cake. Bitch, I'm low-key eyeing it like, yeah, shit, I want a piece. She ended up banging on her. Now, everybody know Dizzy and Michael go together, or go together, then don't go together. Go together, then don't go together. We went to school with her as well. So as soon as we heard her voice, we was like, ah, this is Dizzy. So immediately she thinks she like crazy because Dizzy is kind of crazy because she loved Michael so much. We like, ah, this Dizzy. Like, Dizzy just a Dizzy asshole. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't paying no mind to it. She get the text on her Snapchat. Bitch, don't hang up on me. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna let you know something. She just sitting there staring at a blank wall. She ain't even feeling the same no more. Mind you, the cake is still sitting there. And I'm looking at the cake. Bitch, that shit was, I think that was like creme brulee. So I'm looking, I'm like, girl, you want it? I'm sure you gonna eat it. So I'm like, oh girl, you ain't hungry, huh? You know, you ain't hungry. So I started, she let me have it. Mind you, I'm trying to insert a clip of the cake because that shit was too good. So she goes to the bathroom and I go with her because I low-key want to hear the bullshit this nigga gonna say because he always got a little piece of bullshit up his sleeve and the shit works every time. She called him, he declined it. She called him again, he pick up the phone laughing like,
What's wrong? What's up with you? Why you sound different?
my best friend gets to telling him how Dizzy called. She's seeing that they still F with each other. He played it so nonchalant that you feel like anything he said gotta be right. He basically like, she tripping, you know what I'm saying? Don't even believe her. Like, she swear I wanna be with her. You know I just be with you because that's one thing about it. He had a car. Niggas with a car is so devious. I don't even know if I want my nigga to have a car because it's too much mobility. Like, I don't know where you at, cause you could be with me all day long and then be with her all night long. He just making this shit sound so good and we're eating it up. We end up, you know what I'm saying, going back to the crib, making cute little videos, getting on Instagram Live, you know what I'm saying, just doing regular girl shit. And then we end up going to sleep, knocking out, clean out, cause her hotel party was the next day. We wake up to mad missed calls from a 704 number. So we try to call the number back. The number answered. Is this Diamond? Yeah, bitch, you thought I was done? You thought I was finished, ho? I will never be finished. I'm always gonna ring on your phone, ho. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. Mind you, we right with a cross out our eyes, like it's early as hell, sun beaming through the window. She like, yeah, girl, you'll never get done hearing from me, bitch. Stop fucking with my niggas. Diamond, beep, hung that phone up quick and fast in her, but she didn't even want to hear that shit. And her chest was already beginning to hurt. I'm like, call her back. Cause you know me, I'm just a third party watcher. So I'm just like, call her back, girl, call her back. See what's really going on, cause you don't want to be like, you don't want to be ended up doing nothing with him and he's still messing with her. There gotta be some motive for her to be going this hard. So she ended up calling back. So she trying to get the girl to calm down. The girl won't calm down. So she bang again. Dizzy called her on Snapchat. And they talking, she finally kind of calm. She like, girl, it's not even nothing with you, but I'm just letting you know that nigga Batman beat inside me every other day. Yeah, you know when he came to see you at the mall? That's when it was like, how she know about the mall? So she get to turn the volume up. Yeah, when he came to see you at the mall, he was over at Mike busting it down. Wow, she might be on something. My best friend was like, you know, I ain't even trying to hear none of this. I ain't trying to hear none of this. She was like, we about to call him, put him on the three-way. So she ended up calling, she could end up calling Michael, putting him on the three-way. And she like, Michael, which one calls on the phone? Like, she's saying this, and that. He like, man, she crazy as hell. Wow, Dizzy's on the phone. He's saying Dizzy is crazy as hell. Hell, you childish as hell for entertaining this. Like, making everybody in the room feel bad. So he ended up banging. Like, he just ended up, like, kind of, like, subtracting himself out of this whole situation. As soon as my best friend ended up hanging up, Michael ended up calling my best friend, like,
She's dumb. You know what? I'm gonna just come see you today because I want to brush this all over. I'm gonna come to your hotel, get a room. Like, I just want you to feel okay. I don't want you to think.
and I'm just like, hating.
You got me.
He like feeding her bullshit, like making the lie sound good. Niggas have a gift of gab. They can make anything sound like butter. She like, all right, you know what I'm saying? How did she know that I was at the mall? He was like, oh, because she was blowing up my phone that day and I was like, oh, I'm at the mall with my new bitch, so stop calling me. She was like, okay, you can come to the hotel. Here's the location. This is the time we're gonna be there. So this when this shit start wrapping up. We getting ready. We getting everything set up, putting all the things in the car to bring to the hotel to make sure we got everything. We getting dressed, our cute little pajamas. We make it to the hotel. We go get everybody we need to get. Everybody at the hotel. Everybody's chilling. You know, they go outside to smoke. Like, it's like a vibe. We was all talking. We was all chilling. He come to the hotel. He like, oh, I'm down here with my friend. 3 of us go downstairs, me included. We go downstairs and we go get him. I see him. He see me. When he see me, he just starts smirking. He just like, it never hit me that he knew what he was doing. He knew. Darcy one that he came with looking at me mad as shit. Like, I don't care. Diamond and Michael get to talking. He must be telling her at this moment that he ain't getting a hotel. Either he ain't got no money on or he ain't got nobody to get it for him. So she come back to us, she like, oh, can we just have the room for like 15 minutes? So all her other dick rider friends like, yeah. It's like, it's her birthday. So it's like, all right. Michael and Diamond get on one elevator and go upstairs. And then me and her friends get on another elevator. We go into the same room. We took 2 different elevators to the same place. And then his friends stayed on the lobby couch. They had beat us to the room. We gave them some time to beat us to the room. So we sitting like at the door, but just outside the door, and they in the room. We just like all chopping it up, talking, but we kind of getting tired because it's been 30 minutes. 30 minutes been up an hour ago. So we all just talking like, damn, they kind of need to hurry up. Like, what the fuck? He should have got a room. Like, so we get to hearing something. Now, they're mad because they tired. I'm mad because I'm tired and you in there getting humpy with my man. So it quiet down. We hear like a shh. So we like, all right, she gotta hurry this shit up. At this point, my heart is in my ass. And I'm trying to play it cool. Enough for the girls was getting fed up to the point because they was tired. So they was like, oh, I'm gonna just call her. So one of her friends ended up calling her. She answered. She like, hello, can you hear me? We like, Diamond, can you hurry up, bro? We getting tired. She's like, yes. We like, bro, what are you doing, bro? Here's, I'm about to come right now. We like, and she ended up hanging up real fast in the middle of what she was seeing. Like, she wasn't even the one to hang up. My heart is at my feet. I can't breathe. So get humpy with him. And then I'm on the phone listening to y'all get humpy. Wow. You a low damn dirty dog, ho. She ended up opening the door. He come out first. He don't even look at us. He like pulling his pants up while he walking. She look at us, she laughing. Y'all tired? Let's watch a movie. Nobody's fucking with her. You just got your back blown to the ground in the bed that we were supposed to sleep in. So I ended up going back to her house because I bought some of my stuff to sleep over at that hotel for that one night, but the rest of my stuff was at her house. We finally get to her house after dropping all the girls out. We at her house, we just talking, chilling. She had another call on Snapchat. Dizzy ain't letting up. What did she say? If you keep fucking with my nigga, I'm going to blow your brains out. Dizzy like, bitch, what did I say? Oh, now I found your address. Cause that nigga sleep with me. All you hear is Michael laughing in the back. My best friend must have like texted him like, oh, good morning or some shit, and it must have popped up on microphone. How Michael covers everything up, it'll just make it seem like my best friend is on his body OD and he not giving her the time of day. So Dizzy like, bitch, just stop texting my nigga. And Michael like laughing. She like, he over here, I'm playing in his dress right now. What goes around, comes back around, hey, my baby. Dizzy like, Michael, tell this bitch stop calling you. Michael gonna say,
yeah, bro, stop calling me.
wow. My best friend get to throwing all that stuff out, like, oh, I'm done with him. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make her feel better about the situation. So the next day come, or maybe it was the next 2 days, because I was still at her house because I was going to plan to leave by the end of the week. We just like reminiscing about the whole situation. We downstairs. She go to use the bathroom. So she come out, she like,
It hurts to pee.
I'm like, what you mean? She like, it kind of burns when I pee. So I'm like, she was like, something don't feel right. Like, what don't feel right? I was like, damn. So then I think she went and seen what she had or whatever. It was something that you get rid of, but that shit was crazy as hell. It teaches you a lesson. You don't know this already, do not fuck your best friend man, because you will catch an STD. Scientifically proven. I just told you how. At the end of the day, Dizzy and Michael still together. I really feel like they are, or they was after that whole situation. Me and her was both single as hell. Our relationship was icy as hell. We ain't friends no more. She did a couple more things for me to really call it quits. If you're in a situation like me, always speak up. Do not feel scared to lose your relationship. That relationship ain't that strong to begin with if she's doing something like that. I love y'all so much. Like I said, hope y'all enjoyed this story. Do not go putting pieces together because it ain't too many pieces to put together. If you know, girl, keep it to yourself. My name is Kai Talon. Make sure you go follow me on all social medias. I'm trying to get to 10K before the end of July, and I do want to hit 2K on YouTube. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.